Give it a couple of seconds to get somebody on here. Let me know where you're tuning in from when you're coming on here, who you are. What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Stanley, good to see you. Just a special shout out to you for being my new member on the channel. You're amazing. So I am on here today because I like to do these streams for the public, and I also like to do them for my membership. So if you stay on, Stanley, here in a little bit, I will be doing a members only chat, and so where I'll be able to kind of open up more about exclusive things, So, but with that being said, welcome, man, from the United Kingdom. Awesome. Which part of the United Kingdom are you from? Born bearded. It's always good to see you, Dave. I'm doing fantastic, man. Having a great day. Just a fabulous day here in Kansas. Um, been vehicle searching. Still on the search, trying to find a vehicle, an extra one. So, man, it's trying to find a really good vehicle that's a nice one that you want to pay cash for. Uh, and kind of be in a price range where you don't want to overspend because you're just not sure. It's kind of hard to find a really good vehicle that you actually could trust somebody. So, London, awesome, man, awesome. Well, welcome again to the channel membership. You are amazing. So yeah, what it's like here today on the chat. What we're talking about. This is what we're talking about. We're talking about you, and we're talking about me. And how is that? Well, we have a lot in common if you are a bearded man. Because I want to talk today about like my go-to, my favorites right now. What are my favorites that I'm just returning to all the time? So if you're coming in here and you guys are amazing people, make sure you double tap the screen and we're going to get right into it. So if you have any questions for me, make sure you let me know. All right. So, okay. So, all right. Make sure you guys drop me questions when it comes to beard stuff. What do I think about it? Perhaps maybe I've tried this beard product before that you're maybe wondering, is it good or not? I kind of, I'm not a prideful person, but I almost pride myself in being that guy where you can go to and ask what my thoughts are on a product. Obviously, everybody's different, how different oils work for people and their beards. The fill-in beard's different for everybody. Oils like jojoba, argan oil, those are most common. But there are some like castor oil that may work fantastic for me and may not work very good for you. And vice versa. There are some things out there that, marula oil, shea nut oil, all these different oils that might work great for you and not for me as well. So, but, and scents are always going to be subjective. We just don't know if you're going to like the same scents I do. And that's in fragrances, that's in practically anything that comes with scents, okay? But if you do have any questions and you want somebody that's going to give a raw, honest opinion and thought, um, let me know. I usually just open that up and have like a one-on-one communication with my membership where they can text me at any time and have that robust relationship. That's what I do for a lot of my members. um, but a lot of my members will directly just text me, hey, what do you think, man? Or hey, email me, what do you think about this? And I've saved them a lot of heartaches from a lot of companies that not most common companies that we talk about on the channel, but a lot of companies that I've discovered that I'd say, well, just be cautious about this, but I leave it in their hands and their decision what they want to do, and it's really helped them out a lot. As far as also with head shavers, Stanley, you said I got a bald head question. Do you prefer shiny head or not shiny? Well, I mean, it depends. Um, a nice, cleanly shaved head, for the most part, is going to be oily, which will be shiny. There are some products out there that will actually help take the glare off of your head. So, like if you're like me, and you do a lot of stuff on stage where you are in a spotlight, um, it's always nice to have things like that to kind of take that glare off and kind of remove the excess oils. And if you're interested in that, I can always lead you to the right place. Off the top of my head, I can think of a couple of places. Obviously, I did a review like a couple years ago on a company called Mountaineer Brand. Most of you guys probably have personally, possibly heard of Mountaineer Brand. It's a brand that I don't hear a whole lot of people talking about for whatever reason anymore these days. But they've got a bald head kit, and I did a review on that. It had like three different things, like a cleanser, anti-shine, a moisturizer, and they've got different things too that you can use. Like for instance, I talk about Grooming a lot, and this is kind of what I do more now. Um, and they've got a Baldy Pro 2.0 head shaver that I use all the time. My wife uses it. I love the Brio Raise 2.0. I love the Hummingbird MK13. Those are three that I always use. I do have the Skull Shaver line, like almost every one of them except for the Platinum. Or sorry, the Diamond. I do have the Platinum. I don't have the Diamond because I'm not going to pay $400 something for a head shaver. Um, but but they have Groomy has some anti-sheen or anti-shine, however you want to call it. Um, little what do you call them? Little papers. I guess you'd call them papers. They're not really papers. They're like a paper, but it's interesting because I've shared it with other guys that are on stage too, and they may have hair, but they have oily skin on their face, and so they'll pat their face and they'll see all the oil coming off of their face on these little pieces of paper, these little sheets, and I use it and I just pat my head and it'll completely make it completely dry. So it just depends. I mean, right now, obviously, you can see I do have a shine on my head and I really just don't care. But when I'm going to be somewhere where I'm in front of a lot of people and I've got a lot of light shining down on my head, it can be very glaring and I don't want to be blinding to many, so I do use those. I do. That's interesting. I know a couple of bald guys. One has a shiny head all the time, so that is a choice due to what they use on their head. Yes, absolutely, for sure. So in their cases, they may not be really oily people either. I mean, they may not have any clue what I'm talking about as far as the products. Some people are more oily than others. Obviously, I have an oily head. If I don't have hair. I do. It's not a lot. It's more fine and kind of like dirty blonde, so it makes it look even balder. So I just shave my head. Um, I do have hair, by the way, right in here. I do. A lot of people have the horseshoe going around or the cul-de-sac. We like to joke around. I don't have that. I just have thin hair here. But the problem of it is, it's just so like blonde, like a light color. It makes it look even balder, and that's why I started shaving it because I just feel like it looks so much better being intentionally bald. And I rock the balded look, and I always encourage guys to rock it. Rock what you got. What's up, Frankie? Good to see you, brother. Another member. Um, Rock what you got. Frankie's another balded guy, and great looking bald head he's got. But rock what you have. Embrace what you have. Let me ask you a question for all you guys out there that may be wondering if you should shave your head eventually. And maybe you're not there yet, but maybe you will come to one of these days to the point where you should consider this. So let me just leave you with this on this bald head deal. Does anybody ever wonder why The Rock doesn't have hair? Nobody cares. When they look at The Rock, they just say, man, he looks good. Like he looks good with the bald head. He's got that good look. Does anybody ever look at Bruce Willis and say, man, why does Bruce Willis not grow his hair? No. They look at him and say he's got a good looking bald head. And that's just what you know Bruce Willis for. And that's who you are. Embrace it. I embrace this. I've got a beard. I have a bald head. That's who I am. When you come to the BHT, you know you're going to find a bald guy with a beard. There's several different channels out there. They'll have guys with hair and beards. They'll have guys with bald heads and no beards, maybe goatees, maybe just whatever. But when you come to this channel, you get a bald guy with a long beard, and that's kind of what I am. That's what you get on this channel. You get the bald and you get the bearded side. So I mean, that's just something that I kind of embrace, enjoy it, and I am McDonald's hairline soon. Joining your ranks, man. Hey, listen, welcome. People say, when is it time to shave my head? When you start thinking about it. When you have it on your mind, it's about time to start considering, because you're not going to be thinking about it unless it's really starting to kind of bother you. And if it's bothering you, there's no reason to be bothered by it. Just do it. I mean, just yeah. Most people's issues are going to be, well, what is people going to think? Are they going to be freaked out? Are they going to be shocked? Are they going to make fun of me? All these things. And and at first, yeah, people will be shocked, but they'll like it for the most part. If you're looking more bald now, having hair, then you should just might as well just shave it and make it look nice doing it where you don't look old. I'll tell you this. I look older when I let my hair grow out than when I shave it. And so I'm always kind of, and I don't know about you guys, I could probably imagine you guys are in the same boat, but I am of the mindset that I would rather look younger. Now, I don't know about you guys, but most people want to look younger, right? Why would you want to look older? I'm 42 in a couple of months. And so I want to look younger and I want to take care of myself. I just don't shave my head. I take care of my skin because there's more to head shaving than just head shaving. You have to take care of yourself. Kind of like, there's more to beard care than just beard care. There's skin care. Beard care is skin care. It starts at the skin level, and that's where you get that nice looking, healthy beard. Well, if you want a nice, healthy looking head, take care of your skin, because you can shave your hair off all day long and you can have horrible looking skin. You can have, different types of like, what do you call it? Like rash type stuff going on in your head. You can have it where it looks just rough. I've seen so many guys' heads out there that just don't look the best, even though they shave it and they look better with no hair than some hair. You got to take care of it. And if you're a good steward of everything you have, you try to be a good steward of your health. I mean, I don't do the best. I wish I could work out as much as, I want to work out, but I just sometimes don't have the time to do it. But I try to put the time in. Try to balance my life and do the best I can, but try to take care of everything I can, the best that I can. I ordered a grooming because of your video and it comes in tomorrow. I hope you like the Baldy Pro. There's been mixed reactions. And me, I've had it for like 2 years now, and I've never had any issues. Now, when I first got it, I hated it because I hated the doors that opened, and I talk about this openly to everybody. But they have the 2.0 now that has a magnetic head on it, and I enjoy it. My wife uses it all the time. I've got several head shavers, and that's the one my daughter and my kids, or sorry, my kids and my wife use all the time on their legs, because obviously they don't want to use razors. My kids are young. My kids are 13 and 14, or my daughters are, and we don't want them using a razor on their legs right now, because obviously everybody at some point cuts their legs, and we want to spare them of the scars if we can. And these razors work so good, these head shavers on legs. So my wife loves using it. Obviously, she shaves her underarms with the razor, but she loves it. And I love it. I'll go back and forth from a Brio Rays, Hummingbird MK13, and the Grooming Baldy Pro all the time. I'm always in a rotation, switching them off. And that's just me, because I'm a guy that has different ones, and I have the luxury to do that. Not a lot of guys do have the luxury to do that, but if you were to pick one of those top three, I think that you guys would be happy with it. Let's see here. Balding people trying to hide their bald is a sad situation. Embracing it is the answer. Okay, well, if that's kind of what you feel, that everybody has their own opinions, and if that's what you love, then that's what you love. I appreciate people getting toupees, but it just seems like excessive hair. So I would never rock a toupee. I would just, uh, if I'm going bald, I'm just going to go bald. I'm going to take it and just do it. And maybe I was misreading what you said, by the way, Bozak. Maybe you're agreeing with what I'm saying, but I'm always open to other people's opinions and what they think. But I've always enjoyed the bald look. I know a lot of people out there like the bald look. And I think it's becoming it used to be like a stigma where people kind of look down on it, but I think that things are turning now. Things are changing where people are like, you know what, the bald look is actually a pretty dang good look. And again, not everybody's going to have a good looking head either. There are a few people that actually have really good looking, symmetrical heads that actually look good. There's some heads out there, they just look weird. They're like, what, elongated, if you will. But that's their head, and they should be happy with it and rock it, right? Let's see here. Got to run. Have a great day, Chad. See you, buddy. Good to see you, Dave. So yeah, we're talking about shaving your head. I started shaving my head like, man, it's been like 15 years ago when I started shaving my head. And when I first shaved my head, my brother, he's like, man, you look like a cancer patient, which was pretty terrible to say. And now yet he's shaving his head. And so I think it's, all these people that talk so much smack, there comes time when they may need to do something with their head and they're like, you know what? That's a pretty good idea. So anyways, um, yeah. So I think that if you're balding, you're starting to have a recessed hairline, may consider just taking that leap and just doing it. And you'd be surprised how many people will probably really enjoy it. Yeah, I was just saying where people start to oh, I agree. I agree. I don't think it's a good look at all. I think that they're grasping for straws trying to save something that they don't have. And I did a review on my channel like 2 years ago just to see if oral minoxidil would actually help grow my hair back because there was like some deal on TV I came across, or maybe it was a YouTube video, that oral minoxidil is actually like growing hair back. Well, I did like 6 months and I let it grow out and it was terrible. And nobody would tell me how bad it really was. But when I shaved it, everybody's like, thank God you shaved your head. And I just looked at it and I thought to myself, why did you just tell me this? Because I would have shaved it a lot longer ago than I did now. So, people are afraid to tell you the truth, but they just need to be honest with you in love and just be honest and real and say, listen, I think that the bald look actually looks better on you, and just again, like I said, just embracing it. Let's see here, comb overs, yeah. Where in the U.S. are you from? I'm from Kansas. I'm from Kansas, Stanley. Hey, by the way, Stanley, I gotta say, man, I really do appreciate you. I think maybe Brad Glaser knows you. I think maybe you were the one he was telling me about that runs maybe I'm wrong, Facebook channel or Facebook page for Notable Beard Co. Is that right? I could be wrong. I don't know. Am I wrong or right? Yeah, nothing bad with trying to save your hair, but if it doesn't work, it's time. Yeah, it's time to face the music. Absolutely. So I'm open for all more, questions about head shaving and all that stuff, products, whatever you want to talk about. But if you guys have any questions about like beard products or even head shavers, like what is obviously I already told you what I'm using. So, I mean, there's a lot more beard products than head shavers out there. So, these are my go-tos. But if you have any questions about what beard products am I using a lot these days, like when I say that is which ones do I see myself going back to over and over and over and over, I would be happy to help you guys and tell you today. I'm super, super, super excited, guys. I may not be able to really share this, but there is a special collab I'm working on right now with the Bearded Death, and I hope Dan's not gonna be upset about it, but I don't think he will. I'm gonna be bringing Dan on in 3 weeks from now. I believe I don't know, it's the first Tuesday in May. I'm gonna be bringing him on. Super stoked and pumped because that night we are going to be releasing our collaboration. And I'm telling you guys, you're not going to want to miss this one. This one, I'm telling you, even Dan's like, this is going to be a hot seller. And I think it is too. I've smelt a lot of scents, guys. And I'm telling you, this one, woo! I'm telling you what, I keep going back to this one. I keep going back to this one because it's something that I absolutely love. Okay, let's see here. Hey, what's up? What's going on, Ray Smokey? 20 Spray Ray. How you doing? Wait, what? Dan? Yep. So Dan and I are working on a collab, the BHT and Bearded Death, and I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you guys, you're not going to want to miss this one. You want to be there that night on the first Tuesday of May, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Style and Dial Show, because we're going to do a release of this collab together. We're going to talk about it. It'll be available that night. And I don't think you're going to want to miss this one. I think it's something that a lot of people's been waiting on for a while. I think that they really are going to love it because it's one of my top favorite scents of all time, and it's one that I haven't smelt like this ever before. Um, and I don't want to go into full detail until we release it, but stay tuned for a couple of days on this channel. If you're here in a couple of days coming back, you're going to see me release a thumbnail for the live stream show, and you're going to see the release of what we're doing. And I'm telling you guys, you don't want to miss it. It's going to be a good one. All right, so let me go back here. Did you naturally grow a long beard? Because after a certain point, my beard hair gets very itchy and my skin gets some red irritation on it. Can you advise? Okay, so here's what's going on, Bozak. You're having some skin irritation because your beard is getting very dry. So what happens is your face has sebum oil. That's this oil that we have in the face. It's different than the head hair, which we don't have, obviously, or you still have a little bit, maybe not a lot, as you were mentioning. So if you don't wash your hair on your head, it gets really oily. If you just let your beard go and don't do nothing with it, it gets very very dry because the longer your beard grows out, and most people have the issues of it itching when they first start letting it grow out. And what's happening is it's getting dry, and you need beard oil. If you put the beard oil in under your hair, I'm telling you, you will have such a amazing relief because you're going to moisturize your skin. If you're getting that dandruff and stuff, or they call it beard druff, it's kind of like dandruff, but it's beard druff where it gets dry and flaky. Definitely need to get some beard oil because good, and don't just go pick up some cheap beard oil like on Amazon. There are some that are actually pretty decent on Amazon. Go small batch. I talk about it all the time. I've got small batch stuff all over the place that I talk about that I love, I use, but this doesn't come just naturally. I mean, yes, anybody can grow a beard, but if you want it to look good, you want it to feel good, you want it to smell good, you got to find the right places to go. And on this channel, that's what we talk about a lot. We talk about a lot of it in the membership, but we talk about it in the public too. Obviously, you're here on a public. Dan is a cool guy. I love the aesthetics of his products. I love his products. Um, I'm telling you, I'm falling more and more in love with Bearded Death's products because, like my wife's like, man, that beard oil that you have in makes your beard look fantastic. And go figure, it's Bearded Death, and he's got such a it's not even a complex blend. It's a basic blend, but man, it works, and his scents are spot on. And the scent, like I said, we were working on. I told him what I wanted to do, and I think we've nailed it. And I think a lot of people are going to be happy with this one. And it's going to be it's going to be a fire product. Okay, I'll say that. I'll leave it at that. Have you got any mustache tips? Yes. Grow it out as long as you want to. No. So mustache tips, you want to make sure that you don't overcut it because if you do, and you have to do it even. There's different ways people do it. I usually use scissors. You can use clippers, but you got to be careful unless you know what you're really doing. So I would just kind of push it out like this and just snip a little bit where it's even and just kind of keep it, even on this side. When some people go to the point where they're so anal where they'll actually measure it out on sides. But I just kind of look at it. I'm still growing mine out, but I want to grow it out where it's thicker here, but I don't really care for it to be over the lip. My wife doesn't really like it either. But if you have one side longer than the other, just kind of like look at it and kind of eyeball it, but you want to cut it in a like in a diagonal cut. Don't cut it straight diagonal where it kind of goes outward. And that would be my advice when it comes to trimming a mustache. Now, as far as growing a mustache, you just let it grow. And you put your beard oil up here too as well. You could put beard balm, mustache wax to kind of form it. Um, Obviously, beard butter is really not going to form it at all. It's going to kind of soften it. And that's what we talk about beard butter on this channel too. Beard butter is going to be something that's going to deeply nourish your beard hairs where they're soft. A lot of guys get like beards where they're really coarse, especially when it's colder outside. It gets more brittle because of the coldness and stuff. And so um, it's going to keep it more moisturized, but it's going to soften it. I use beard butter at night when I go to bed. I use just beard oil during the day. Sometimes I'll use balm, but not very often. Balm is going to be with some wax in it. So most beard butters will not have wax. And the only difference between a wax and a balm and a butter is the balm is actually going to have some wax in it. It's going to be more of a forming, type of styling. And then the butter is going to be more for like a nourishing, moisturizing. It's going to keep it softer. So there are some butters that have very, very little wax in it just to kind of keep it from melting because it can melt and obviously in high heats. Different butters that people use in it. Sometimes they have one butter like shea. Sometimes they have shea and mango butter, shea kokum and mango. Sometimes coconut butter. Um, and so that sometimes they have four or five butters. The more creamier butters. So, but that's pretty much going to be what beard butter's for. But that's what my advice would be for growing a mustache. Just kind of letting it grow. A lot of water, keep it moisturized. It helps with beard growth, speedy. I'd say growing a better beard, being hydrated for sure in time. Using good products. Diet, obviously, I don't do a very good job with dieting, but a lot of water and good beard products and time. Those are the main things you need to grow a beard. I do get the beard drift thing. Okay. Okay, thanks for the advice. Yeah, for sure, man. If you have any questions, send me an email, Chad Boney Reviews. I have it in my descriptions all the time. I'd be happy to help you come up with a product where somebody could ship it to you internationally, and you would be very, very happy with what I would kind of lead you to, because I would definitely lead you to a company that has great small batch products. And when I say small batch, it means it's made in small batches. It's not like something that's going to be sent to a Walmart or somewhere where it's sitting in a warehouse for a year, letting those oils possibly, grapeseed oil is one of the oils that, can go really rancid after a certain time. There's like a shelf life. So a lot of places will have them in warehouses where it's extremely hot. But if you get something that's made small batch, they make it and then they ship it to you, and you're getting a great, great product. My beard does get a lot of split ends. Softening it might be a good. Absolutely. If you're getting the split ends, you want to kind of trim those split ends down or off. But definitely, split ends is going to become there. It can happen for different reasons. You can get split ends from like putting a t-shirt on, hitting your beard consistently on the tips of them. That can cause split ends. There are several reasons why people get split ends, but definitely taking care of your beard with a good beard product like an oil. And the main essentials that you need for beard care is going to be a beard oil and a good beard wash. Because if you're using like, let's say you're using like a body bar soap, for your face, or a head shampoo for your face. That is a different pH level. Normal pH levels for your face, for your facial hair, it's going to be somewhere around 5. If it's even lower than that, it's going to be more gentle. But the idea is to have it where it's not as harsh stripping. Because if you have a higher, on the more of a higher more alkaline, I guess I should say. I'm trying to say the word before, but you have more acidic and more alkaline. And so on the scale, the higher it is, the more stripping it is. And so it will strip your oils right out of your beard. and it'll make it dry and it'll make it brittle and it'll break and split ends and pull right off and break off prematurely. So you got to be careful with that. But that's why we say always beard oil and beard wash. Those are the main essentials you need. And if you want to go farther, you want to make your beard even feel better, look better, you can always add in beard butter, a beard conditioner, all that stuff. But those are the two main things, if you had to have something, those are the main essentials. And hopefully that's helped you. Let's see here. What's up, my brothers? What's going on, Antonio? It's so good to see you, brother. I was just telling the chat that I've got a big collab releasing soon with the Bearded Death. You don't want to forget it and miss it. It's going to be the first Tuesday of May and 9 p.m. Eastern on Style and Dial Show. I'm telling you guys, this one is a banger. And it's not because it's a collab with me, it's because it is a scent that it's probably one of the best scents I've ever smelt. Okay. It's going to be loved by a lot of guys because I know their scents, what they're looking for. I know what they've been looking for and they've been asking for it, and something that I've been looking for a long time. And it's going to be a good one. And yeah, boom. This is mine. This is my sample, but you can see how much I have left of this, okay? This thing was like filled up to here, and you can see how much I have of it, okay? Just so you know, it is fire. Amazing. I think I saw a tease video about your new collab. Was it something that I did, or was it something Dan did? This is why I just use some beard washes as shampoo and beard wash. Okay, cool, 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 cool. I may try the company with your collab. Two birds with one stone. Yeah, yeah, dude. You should. You definitely should. There's not a scent that I don't like from his company at all. I love them. I love the vanilla. Use it all the time. But I'm telling you right now, I promise you, this one has like topped them all. This one probably, and here's the deal. I use a lot of beer products, and I have my favorites. I have a lot of favorites that I love, but this one is probably right now, like even if it was somebody else's collab, it'd probably be my top five right now. That's how high. I mean, obviously I used a crap load of it, but I can't get enough of it. Good stuff. Something I did. Okay, I probably mentioned it when I got it. So is that your product? So this is not my product. This is the Bearded Death's product. But him and I, Dan, have collabed on this one. This is not the final label. The label will come out in the next couple of days, and I will post a thumbnail with it on there. But we're gonna bring and release it on that Style and Dial episode, first Tuesday of May. We're gonna talk about it that night. We're gonna release it. It's gonna be like a release party, and I think we're gonna do 3 giveaways, and I think the giveaways is going to have this scent as the giveaway. So you don't want to miss it. His vanilla butter is a must. I love it. I love the butter, man. I love that vanilla. I even got the wash in the vanilla. I got the oil in the vanilla. I think I got 2 oils in the vanilla, and I have the butter in the vanilla. So I love vanilla. Didn't think I was gonna ever love vanilla, but I actually turns out after using that vanilla of his, I really love it. I wish I could smell it through my Google Pixel. That's funny. Yeah. Well, I will say this. Um, if you know, if you see all these scents on my back shelf here, those aren't even all of them. I mean, if you were to, well, let me just show you something real quick. If you see this right here, you see I got a lot of oils and stuff, right? This stuff uh, is fire, and I got a lot of stuff up in my my bathroom too, master bathroom, and but I really wish I could tell you the profile right now, but I don't want to. I don't want to tell you because I don't want to give it away. But it's going to be something that most people are going to love. Okay, I'll just say that. Very masculine, very masculine. You have a whole barber shop in your house. I do. I do. I do. I do a lot of reviews on beard products. Um, and do a lot of giveaways too. I do a lot of giveaways for my membership, but I do a lot of giveaways in general. A lot of them on the Style Dial show. But I'm just a collector, but I can't collect beard oil too long because obviously there's a shelf life. So I'm always moving in and out. So maybe a little citrus. Um, Definitely want to try his coconut nightmare wash. Very, very good. Um, I do love his coconut nightmare. I do have that wash too. In fact, the two washes that I have are the vanilla and the coconut nightmare, and I have both oils. Um, and I think I have both butters too. I'm a big fan of the Bearded Death. Dan, here's the thing. Dan is just such a great guy. Such a great guy. Masculine, so I'm gonna guess woodsy, musky, cologne vibe. It's not a cologne vibe, but you're on the right vibe. You're on the right vibe. Type of wash is Bearded Death. They've got a nice beard wash. It's just, I mean, just a beard wash. I mean, it's nothing like the best beard wash I've ever had, but it's a good one. It's. I love the scent. So, sandalwood or whatever it's called. Yeah, there's a sandalwood, but it's not it. It's not that. And so it's going to be my choice. That's what it's called. Chad's choice. I will say that. Is it daily or stripping? So the Bearded Death's wash is a daily wash. It is not stripping. Okay. Uh, Thanks, Stanley. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate. I love hats. I do. It is a daily beard wash. Very safe. pH levels are fine and great. I've actually, I know this is going to sound crazy, but I've actually, and I haven't launched, like, I haven't really officially launched this business, but the BHT is a men's grooming channel where I do some reviews and stuff, but it's also like it's going to be an actual company. And a lot of people don't know that yet. We're talking about I'm going to have beard care stuff, head stuff, like for head shaving, as far as moisturizers, pre-shave oils, all that, but also clothing, and so, that's where you get the beards, heads, and threads, BHT. And if you've never followed the Facebook or joined the Facebook community page, group, it's not a page, it's a group. There's a link below. Go over there and join it. We're always posting stuff over there. There's tons of companies over there. Hey, what's up, True North? Good to see you. Definitely go over there and check out the Facebook group for sure. That is where we post a lot of stuff over there, and we have a lot of interaction with other bearded guys, right? And so, let's see here. We also offer school shaped. I have one of those. I do. Um, I'm not on Instagram, not yet. I've kind of been against being on Instagram and Facebook. I used to be on Facebook and Instagram. I'm on YouTube, but I do have a buddy that did start the group on Facebook for me. He runs it. He's the moderator or an admin over there. So I don't have an Instagram. Who knows? Maybe one of these days I will have one and somebody will run it for me. I just really don't get on those platforms. I'm just I love to do the YouTube videos, and because I love doing videos and stuff, and I know that there are some videos for Instagram, but I just have my own personal preferences why I don't physically personally get on there. But I do have legs. I have arms out there on the ground that can help me and carry the message because the BHT is it's a community. Um, but yeah, definitely check that Facebook group out. It's called Beards, Heads, and Threads, BHT. If you guys have any questions, is it true in USA it's considered good luck to have a shaved head? Some people say that. Some people say, a lot of Irish people have shaved heads, and a lot of Irish people have red hair. I don't have red hair, but I do have a tint. I joke around. I say, a lot of redheads get really, really mad, and so if I do have a little bit of red in my hair, I can be a hothead sometimes. Or at least my wife and kids think that. It's funny. Got an idea? Text me after this. Okay. All right. Sounds good, bro. For sure. Some people say that men with cauliflower ears are dangerous. That's funny. That's funny, man. That is funny. Probably so. Probably so, for sure. But yeah, guys, I like to chat with people and help them out with everything I can. You know, I get emails all the time. You know, I've given out my number at time to some. Become very good close friends with some of the people on YouTube, and it's just I feel like the bearded community on YouTube is just an amazing community. I haven't really seen like a massive big community when it comes to head shaving people. In fact, I think that I talk a lot about beard care, but I feel like a lot of my followers on this channel are from, you know, bald people that actually have head shavers. They follow this channel because of head shaving. And that's just a part of the channel, what I talk about, head shaving, you know, beards, you know, heads and threads. I talk about heads, and when I say heads, you know, head shaving, skincare with head shaving and all that stuff. But just some things that I love to talk about. You know, I talk about fragrances sometimes, and sometimes I talk about random stuff. You know, I feel like it's an all one stop shop men's grooming headquarters, and men's grooming can be also like gadgets. What does guys love? You know, like, you know, I've talked about like a, you know, a cool, awesome card holder wallet. You know, why? Because men use wallets, right? I mean, these are what men do. They like these things. They have to have them. I have to have them. I've got to have a good wallet, and I have an amazing wallet that I fell in love with and have been enjoying it a lot. And I like because it's not bulky. Um, but it's kind of funny. We started out on this to talk about beard stuff, and it went to head shaving, and then it went to now just random stuff. So good to join your channel, new to the channel. Keep up the good work, man. Well, I appreciate you, Stanley. I really do. You're awesome. Listen, um, if you don't know this, Stanley, maybe you do. You will receive as a member my video that will release tomorrow morning to the membership, and that video will release Thursday morning to the public, and then obviously today the public video that you guys received Saturday morning released today. So every Monday and Thursdays it's released to the public. Sorry, every Monday and Thursdays, and then every Tuesday and Saturdays they are released to the members. So you get a first view access of the videos that I put out. And a lot of people like to be first ones to comment. You know, I don't know. It's kind of like a race. So, oh, I'm the first one to comment and stuff. You know, a lot of people like that. You know, and so a lot of times there's some inside stuff I got to share, more personal stuff, obviously. Sometimes special giveaways and that type of stuff. But it's fun. It's something that I love to give back to the membership for supporting the channel. You know, this is my full time job practically these days. So running this and two other channels, it keeps me pretty busy. And so, um, hey, Joss, what's happening, man? Uh, there is a good following of head shaving on Instagram, especially the wet shaving community. Yep, yep. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it for sure. So, well, guys, you guys have any more questions for me before I get off of here? I just wanted to jump on here and share a few things. And Stanley, again, you may be seeing me here in a few moments because I'm going to be doing my members chat and kind of going into kind of more private stuff here. Probably more into this information. Um, you know what I'm doing. I mean, obviously, I can't give every bit of the information out because then, you know, but enough. Who you got going tomorrow on the stream? I'm hoping you're coming. Are you coming, Frankie, to my stream tomorrow? Are you going to be there? You going to be there, bro? No, I have. That's funny. Awesome, man. I know you're always there. I like to give you a hard time. I've got Johnny coming over tomorrow from Five Barrel Grooming Company from New York. New York. I believe he's from Long Island, New York, I think. Yeah, yeah, he's from Long Island. A lot of people give him a hard time. They're like, "Oh, you're not from the Five Borough." Well, he's from Long Island, New York. So he'll be there tomorrow. We'll be doing some giveaways. Um, I posted the video, the stream, that it's on my channel. It's live. It's not, obviously, we're not live, but it's public, I should say. So if you go over to my channel, which you're already on my channel, but if you actually go to my channel homepage, click live, and you'll see tomorrow's scheduled live. And you can check it out. I think I put the giveaways on there, what we're doing. So it'll be a good time tomorrow night. What is it? 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm Central Standard Time, so it's funny because I'm always trying to say Central Standard Time, but I always say Eastern because most of the beard people, beard community, are for some reason on the East Coast. You know, like Michigan, North Carolina, some are in Florida, but most of them are like up there in Michigan, like around that Michigan area. You got some like Brad Glazer. He's from Nebraska. He's closer to me. There are some people from Oklahoma, but not a whole lot. Of course, then you have Born and Bearded. He's in California, so he's two hours way even behind us. So, what time in UK? I'm not sure, man. I'd have to look that up. I'm not sure how far. Um, New York don't claim. Okay, that's probably why. Yeah, that's probably why they say that. Because he told me the other day, he's like, people wonder why are you saying five borough in New York when you're in Long Island. I don't know. That makes sense though. That does. Shirley Temple, love Romania. Okay. So any life advice, bro? I don't know what kind of life advice you're wanting. Um, honestly, man, I'm not sure, Stanley. It's So what's that? 9:48 right now. Is that 9:48 p.m. in the evening right now? Because if that's the case, you are 6 hours ahead of us right now. Okay, so you're 6 hours ahead of us. Geez, so if I'm going 9 p.m., dang, you're gonna be looking at like 3 a.m., bro. When I go live tomorrow night, you're gonna be looking at like 3 a.m. in the morning. So if you happen to be awake at 3 a.m., come join us. Um, I'd say catch the replay, but then that's going to cut you short on. Of course, I don't. I'll be completely honest with you. I don't even know if Dan's even going to do like ship any giveaways outside the lower 48 states of the U.S. To be honest with you, I don't know. A lot of companies just don't do that. So it's cool to see that you're from the UK, from London. It really is. You guys got a lot of cool fragrances over there. Are you a fragrance guy living in London? We also don't claim upstate New York. That's just the fiber. Okay. So you're actually from New York, huh? What part of New York are you from? So there is a fragrance that I'm thinking about getting. I wanted to get your thoughts on it. Maybe you smelt it, maybe not. But have you ever smelt Chanel? I know you smelt Chanel, but Chanel Allure Homme Edition Blanche. Let me know if you've ever smelt that one. That is one that I used to have and loved. And you got to buy it online these days. You got to go to Chanel's website and buy it. So I don't know if you guys actually carry it there or not. Brooklyn, huh? Nice. Awesome, man. Brooklyn, New York. Have you been there all your life? Hey, so did they actually? It's probably going to sound probably stupid, but did they actually shoot the set of Blue Bloods right there on most of the city places there in New York City around there? Hey, what's up, Abby? Good to see you. I know I love Edition Blanche, man. Boy, what I would give to buy some of that right now. I'm telling you, that nice creamy lemon scent is fantastic. Born and raised, awesome, dude, awesome. Did you ever watch that show, that YouTube video, that YouTube channel back in the day, Street Sense? Um, I used to watch a guy. He's like, "Hey, it's Al from Street Sense," and he'd go along New York City and he'd ask people. what they thought about different scents when it came to fragrances. I used to watch him all the time. Hey BJ, what's happening, brother? Good to see you. Hopefully you got those blades. They said that they had delivered today to your porch. Never been to the United States, man. Uh, Hopefully one of these days you can come on over and check it out. See how different I'm sure it is. Okay, so yeah, so I just got Bane blends the other day. Been trying his stuff out, trying a different scent out every day. Started out last maybe Friday night, Saturday morning, yesterday morning. And so every day I'm trying out a different one, and I'm going to be buying some of his deodorant for my wife and I to try. So if you ever tried out Jacob's natural deodorant, let me know what you guys think about it. I'm also going to probably pick up some wash from him to try out too. I've heard of the name, but I doubt it's the same I'm thinking of. Okay. Let's see here. I got them. Thank you, brother. Yeah, no problem, brother. I want to try some of your beard oil. My beard oil, huh? Well, here's the deal. I've been like, honestly, for a while now, I've been selling like locally, like my own stuff. But should you be interested in it, shoot me an email. I got different stuff like beard wash, beard conditioner, and beard oil and butter that I'm doing right now locally. So if you're interested, shoot me an email, chadbonyreviews@gmail.com. I don't have a website. I'm not that big. I'm not even considered a business right now, but it's just something that I've been kind of selling locally to some friends that like to see it, have it on the shelf. But if you're interested, let me know. I feel like I've got to wash it, lathers pretty well. Um, Obviously, it's unscented, but I like to use it unscented because I can use it with different oils. You know, let's see here. I got some Bane blends on its way to Mexico. How does the herbal mix feel on your face's hair? My face's skin. It feels good. It feels good. Um, I feel like it feels good. I haven't really noticed like it's like a major difference, but I've only used it a few days. I mean, I don't think I feel like it feels good in beard. Does it feel like way better than everything else? I don't know if it's just too early to tell or not. It's good, but I don't know how much of a difference the feel is, to be honest with you. And that's not like a stab at him or anything. I love Jacob. I think he's amazing. From what I've known about the guy, we have share a lot in common. I'm gonna have him on my show in 2 weeks, a week from tomorrow. So make sure you guys come back and check it out. But I like it. I like his oils. I think they're pretty good. They make my beard lay nice and soft and straight. I don't have to really put a whole lot of heat on it or anything like that. It just lays pretty good straight. And maybe that's one of the things that makes it that way. Hey Isaiah, what's up, brother? My nephew's on here. Good to see you, brother. Let's see here. Well, I wait like 3 weeks for it to come. Yeah, for sure. Sure, all that custom stuff going on there. So you're doing another live chat after this one. I'm going to be doing a live stream literally right after I get off of this for my members. I'm positive his skin salve is going to save my cracked skins. Skins. Crack fingers. Please cross your fingers for me. I will, bro. I will. I've heard good stuff. I really have. I might be switching to unscented blends and going back to perfumes. It would be way less expensive. No, I hear you, man. I hear you. Hey, Jacob, we're literally, your ears must be itching, dude, because we're just talking about you, dude. We were just talking about how I've been using your oil like every day, trying to different scents and stuff, and how I'm going to be buying some of your all natural deodorant. I was asking everybody, have you ever tried it out? Just curious. Oh yeah, I missed it. You always miss it, man. What are you talking about? No, I'm just kidding. You're probably working. Probably just got off of work. Thoughts on Valhalla beard oil, beard and body? I've never tried it. Never tried it. Never tried it. I've heard good stuff about it. but I've never personally tried it, so I can't tell you and endorse it myself personally. Been chatting with Jacob. He is a great, fantastic guy. Amazing dude. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So I only have like two oils that I have not tried yet, and I've smelt them. But the oud wood, or to, is it oud wood? It's tobacco oud, I think. Tobacco and oud, and then what's the other one? I think it's the spice one. Remind me, Jacob, which one's the spice one? Spice Barrel or something? I can't remember. Let's see here. Hollow Beard and Body, some fire. Great products. Love his soaps and washes. Okay. Sorry, can't stay long. Got to run. All right, I hear you, BJ. We'll catch you later, brother. Spice and Barrel. That's so yes. So Spice and Barrel and Tobacco Oud or Oud Tobacco. Those are the two I have not put in beard yet. But I'm trying to do it like in order so I can kind of get an idea. So, after seeing your review about Baldy Pro Smooth Start Bundle, I love this. I love the Baldy Pro. I've, like I said, when somebody told me Amazon has a deal that says high returned item, I was like, I reached out to Baldy Pro or Baldy Pro Grooming, and I'm like, what is this about? Like, I've never had any issues with your stuff. Never heard anybody else have issues. But what is it? And I actually talked to another company. I actually talked to Brio. Brio is a completely different company that does head shaving stuff, head shavers. They have the Raise 2.0 and they have the trimmer. And by the way, I'm going to be bringing on Brio on my live stream show sometime soon. We'll be doing a giveaway, hopefully. And I'm also going to be bringing on Hummingbird. So they're two different head shaving and trimmer companies that it'll be interesting to kind of change it up a little bit from beard stuff. What's up, Shane Boney? It's so good to see my brother on here for the first time ever. Everybody give Shane Boney a shout out here. He's my actual literal brother. Amazing. Another bald dude. So I love the Baldy Pro. I think it's amazing, fantastic. Um, but talking to Eric at Brio, he said, that's the thing. A lot of these head shavers and trimmers, they could be like in a warehouse somewhere on a pallet, and maybe they got messed up on a pallet somewhere. You just never know. Some people might get like a product that's just not that good and be upset with the company and send it back and dog the company when there could have been anything that had happened since it got shipped. Of course, obviously, also most head shavers and trimmers, if you don't know, and probably every single one of them these days are made from outside of the United States. So you have a final product, a prototype, what you want, the guts, the actual body, the shape, the aesthetics, the stuff that comes with it, and who knows, maybe they don't make them consistent all the time. I don't know, but I've never had any problems with mine. I've always loved mine. So I think it shaves very, very good. A lot of times I find right here where I'll have to go over and over and over with different head shavers, and with the Baldy Pro and the Groomy, or the Groomy Baldy Pro and the Brio Rays 2.0, I've never had any problems with that. Even with the original Brio Rays, I never had any issues with the cutting. It's just the power button on my original fell apart, and so they've kind of fixed it and they've added a bigger battery in it and all this stuff. So they're always innovating and trying to get better for what they did. Let's see here. I'm waiting for it to come. So excited to try it. Let me know. Come back and let me know what you think about it. Shoot me an email or something. Oils are just as amazing and affordable product. Definitely recommend it, Frankie, for sure. Awesome. Let's see here. I live in Germany. Wow, amazing. Hey, Chris, are you still in the chat tonight? Chris from True North, are you still here? So Shane, do you have any questions for beard care? My brother, he just started growing a beard not too long ago, and so he's been actually getting beard products from me locally, and so I'm trying to help him grow a nice big healthy beard. Let's see here. What's good, Jacob? All right. So Jacob, what's funny? My wife's. I'm like Tara. Do you want unscented deodorant, or do you want lavender, or do you want lemongrass? And she's like, I don't know what lemongrass smells like. I said, well, I'll show you some stuff that smells like lemongrass. I said, you sure you don't want unscented? And she goes, I do not want unscented. You know how obviously what we talked about. She's freaking out like, oh, unscented is definitely gonna, not work for me. So as soon as she gets home later, I'm gonna show her some lemongrass pre-shave oil and some like scents that I have that's has the lemongrass in it, and then I'll show her. Well, I'll show it to her, and then I'll decide what we're gonna order. But I'm probably for myself gonna go unscented on the deodorant because I wear fragrances and stuff, so it really doesn't matter to me. I'm already what do they call it? I'm already detoxed. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I need advice in my beard curling. So I joked around with my brother the other day. My brother's got like a curl going on. I said, I sold you the wrong mix, the wrong blend. The blend that I sold you was called curls, and it's doing exactly what it's made to do. Put some curls in your beard. Now, I was trying to explain to Shane that when you put heat on your beard, don't tuck it under your chin, like go with your neck. You got to go straight down because if you go in with your neck, you're going to have that curl that's going to go in and it's going to tug your beard into your neck. You don't want that. You want to make sure that you go straight down with your beard. Okay, you can go sideways like I do, but just go straight down. And you know, some people like to use a heated brush. I like to use a hair dryer. It's just preference. Why do I not like using a a heated brush? Because with my beard being longer, it makes it look like it's not as full. It almost kind of like makes it more, I don't know, it just kind of it just pulls it where it's kind of more forward, and I do not like it. I like to use a heated brush for like my mustache, maybe my flyaways right here. Don't really do that very often, mainly for my mustache, really, because my mustache wants to kind of go in its own direction sometimes, especially one side. You guys ever had that problem? You guys ever had mustaches where one side grows great and the other one just does not want to lay straight? It's a pet peeve of mine. I'll be trying to do a video and I'll just look at myself and I go, dude, my mustache looks terrible. I hate it because it'll be like in the video looking one way and perfect on the other side, and it's just we're always going to have some type of insecurities at some points when along our journey of beard care. It's what it is. But you have to train your beard. You have to be on top of it every day. You train it. The more you train it every day, the more your beard is going to lay the way you want it. Buy a round brush. Um, Buy a good comb. Don't go cheap combs. Get something like a Chicago comb that's carbon fiber or something like that. But you also want to make sure that you're applying heat on it because heat will actually help apply, like mold your hairs to go the way you want them to. And every day when you do that, your beard will learn like muscle memory. Like how to lay. And so using products help with that too as well. So and a lot of people, the main question is, how do you trim a beard? How do you not mess it up? My advice, I went through like the first year of growing a beard, screwing it up, going to a barber. Every time I'd go, I'd tell him what I wanted, and he'd cut it way too short. And then I stopped doing that, started trying to do it myself, and I do these like transparency cuts where I was just too bothered by over stupid little stuff, and I'd cut too much off. And even if it was like an inch or maybe even a half an inch, it was just too long for me because I'd look back at pictures and I'd say, man, I wish I just never touched my beard. And so now, since December, I did one little trim, and it was a transparency trim, and I've let it go. And there's some transparencies on the very, very tip that I just don't even want to cut off because I just want it to continue to grow, and then I'll do some transparency cuts. But I want it to get all the way down to like here, and I want it to be full, full. And so I'm fortunate. I do have a wife that loves my beard, and she does not want me to cut it off. So, bearded Boston guy, what's happening, brother? Good to see you on here, man. I don't know if I've actually ever seen you on here. It's so good to see you on here. I have a question regarding the Baldy Pro. Yeah, go ahead. I'm here. I ordered the subscription so I get a blade refill every 6 weeks. There is a way to stop getting blades if I didn't want to use the shaver anymore. I would call them and tell them that you want to get off of the subscription. That's what I tell them. See, when I started talking about the Baldy Pro being like $40, I at the time, and I was negligent because I didn't know. I was telling people, man, you can get this Baldy Pro for $40, but I didn't realize that was the price that came with the actual blade refills. And it makes sense because if you buy a normal head shaver, you're going to be paying like a good quality one, you're going to be paying anywhere 60, 70, 80, sometimes $100 for it. But if you're going to get it cheaper, they have to make their money back, and the way to do that is through the subscription. So it's a trade-off. You can buy it all up front and pay for the head shaver by itself, or you can do the cheaper price and then do the subscription. So people were getting upset on that and saying, well, they ripped me off, they screwed me over. But really, when I went back and looked at it, it lets everybody know before you push that, order button. It does say you are right underneath it. It says you are subscribing to the Blade system or Blade refills. And Freebird and Grooming are the ones that I know do that, and that's why they say, well, you can get it 60% off, and that's how they recoup their money. Because any business is gonna not lose money. Obviously, it's a business. If you didn't make money, you wouldn't have a business, right? See here. Just changed my name on YouTube. We were messaging last week. Preston. Okay, yeah. So I know Preston Smith. I have you on my phone. I'm text messaging. I just didn't know it was bearded Boston guy. And now it makes sense because you are in Boston. I didn't recognize it when I first seen it. So good to have you, man. Um, okay, that's fair. Thanks for the support. I love your videos. Thanks, man. I really appreciate the love on here. When people actually say that they care and they love my videos, it actually makes me feel like I want to do more of it. But when I have people get on and talk trash, I'm just like, you know what? Whatever. Everybody has an opinion. I always say it like this: everybody has opinions, and they're like armpits. They usually have a couple of them, and I hope they have a couple of them. But most of them stink, and so I just let it roll right off my bald head and not even worry about it. Yeah, that's not the point. I didn't want to be subscribed to think that I'm not sure if. No, that's all right, man. No, it's all good. Um, you just never know. And I tell people, I said, you know, a lot of people wonder about the hummingbird. I just a disclaimer, I do run the hummingbird YouTube channel. Why? Because I'm trying to help a company that I'm friends with. I'm friends with the founder of Hummingbird. I'm trying to help them to get exposure. Am I trying to drive sales? I'm trying to help them. Yeah. Am I trying to make money off of them? No, I'm not trying to make money off selling their head shavers. I'm not. I mean, I know I will because I talk about them, but I mean, obviously, I like talking about Grooming, Baldy Pro, and Brio because those are the ones that I use the most. I've always been attached to them for a long time. I like the way they feel. It's just a personal preference. But those rotary, the round ones, if you think of the titanium, the microtouch titanium, the MK13, MK3, they are great head shavers. They are. A lot of people like the actual palm ones, and they're great. Don't get me wrong; they shave really, really good for a head shaver. But my main deal is just helping them out on their YouTube channel and helping them to grow on YouTube and get out there. So if you guys haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel over there, go ahead and go on over there and subscribe. Um, because I'm working with Hummingbird to get more like giveaways out to people. So giving away some head shavers to people to try out and enjoy them. So you want free stuff, you want some free head shavers like giveaways, and you don't want to pay for something, go over there and subscribe because before long, I promise you, once I hit a certain amount of subscribers for that company, I will start giving giveaways out for that company. What head products do you use when shaving? I use a pre-shave oil, I use a clear shave gel, and I use a post treatment aftershave like a moisturizer. Those are what I use. And I would advise, I would point you to a video. If you go to my main channel homepage, there is a video that I did recently a while back about the difference between wet shaving and dry shaving. And I leave some information inside of that video in the description of ones that I like to use all the time when it comes to pre-shave oil, um, shave gel when it comes to being clear. I don't really like using shave cream because it's too thick. But that should help at least kind of guide you in the way of kind of what I'm using and stuff, what I like to use. That's not the one. You need my deodorant for that. For which one? Humminbird MK3, MK13. What's the difference? Okay, so here's a big difference. MK3 is going to have six head shavers on it. MK13 is going to have seven. MK3 is going to have it's a concave, like they go inward, and the MK13 is going to convex, so it'll go outward. It contours better to your head, the MK13. Um, it's going to be more of like your pro. It is going to cost more money. I think I want to say MK3 is maybe $40. MK13 is like 65, 70. Way bigger LED display on the MK13 than the MK3. They both have like USB-C charging capabilities, which is a plus. They both come with cases. They both come with travel locks. So they're both going to do a great job. They both have magnetizing heads on them. Humminbird has a 1 year warranty. They are a New Jersey based company. So I've heard a lot of great stuff with their customer service, but just a great company that's just started out less than a year ago. So they're not as big as like your Brio. They're not as big as like, Skull Shaver for sure. Um, all of these different head shavers. But they're getting things out there. And one thing that I love, I think the most about them, is they put their money into innovation. So a lot of companies like Manscaped, they came out with um, the Dome Shaver Pro and Plus. I tried the Plus and hated it. I just felt like it didn't contour very good in my head. It was very rough. Didn't give me a good shave at all. Never tried the Pro, which is supposed to be 5 blades. I tried the Plus, 4 blades. But I've never been a fan of Manscaped. Why? Because I feel like Manscaped is more of a marketing company. And this is my opinion. So if anybody's listening, you better not try to sue me. I'm kidding. No, I feel like they're more of a marketing company that sells head shavers and trimmers, as opposed to somebody that is a trimmer company or head shaver company that is not a marketing company, and they're trying to get their stuff marketed, but they have a good product and they put all their money in the innovation instead of all their marketing. And so you got to admit, Manscaped, they've got a good marketing. They've got great marketing. You see it at Walmart. They market to the guys and to the girls, and so but they're always innovating, and they have a new product they're coming out with. It's not going to be a head shaver, it's not going to be a trimmer, but it's going to be something that's a tool that's going to help everybody that like wet shaves with an actual, the brushes and stuff you put on your head with shaving gels and creams. It's going to be something that those types of people that love to use it are going to love, and it's all like automated. It's a stinking sweet tool, and it's I've never seen anything like it. So the innovation's there. It's ahead of everybody else. It's going to be really cool. And they're coming out with a women's head shaver too for their legs. So it'll have like a like a wand or something with it. So they're always coming out with cool stuff. You'll be seeing more about them coming soon. But I'm always trying to help grow that channel and help them get known. So if you guys can help me, go over there, leave comments. Just anything you do, like videos, comment, subscribe for crying out loud, and get people to subscribe and help that channel grow. Because that would be actually helping me out, helping them out. If that makes sense. Okay, you were talking about smelling armpits. Oh, that is funny. Yeah, yeah. See, there you go. My sayings will help you grow your business, right? You know, everybody has armpits. Everybody has thoughts and opinions. They're like armpits. Most of them have two. I sure hope you have two armpits. If you don't have two armpits, I don't know very many people, even like quadriplegics, that don't even have armpits. Um, but and that wasn't to be rude at all. I wasn't meaning that in any disrespect at all. But they do. They do. Most people have opinions, and most of the time they stink. If you don't believe me, then you don't have to agree. But that's what I believe. Let's see here. It is also subscribing or one-time pay. What's that? Is it also subscribing or one-time pay? Humminbird? No, they don't do that. They do not do. I don't think they do subscriptions. You can buy their stuff on Amazon, just right out. You can go to Humbird USA. If you do go to Humbird USA, you can use my code MJB10, I think it is, save 10%. Or you can always go to my Amazon storefront and buy. I've got all head shaving stuff down there, like a what do you call it? A curated list of things that I enjoy, but I've also put things on there that people ask about that maybe I don't care too much about, but if they're going to buy anyways, they can just go buy there. But Hummingbird's always been good. They've always been a good company since they came out. I've always enjoyed it. What's going on? Good to see you, brother. Mr. Uh, hey, what's up, guys? Hope you are having an awesome day, man. We are having a great day, Corey. It's good to see you, brother. You should do a video with Harry from Bald Cafe. I've actually reached out to him like, hey, maybe I can interview you sometime, and I never heard back. And I know he's from, I think he's from the United Kingdom too, isn't he? Um, I like to try to talk like him, like all these head shavers. It's crazy. Like I'm thinking, how many American guys talk about head shavers? It seems like there's it seems like there's more guys in other countries that talk about head shavers than American people. And it's the craziest thing. It's wild. Now there are some Americans, content creators you'll see, but it's crazy. You can't see. For me, it's weird. You don't see a whole lot. They all have accents and stuff. Of course, Americans have accents to you guys. I checked. I can't order it to. Okay, I'm sorry, man. I didn't know that. What's going on, Bearded Chief? Bearded Chief. The Chief is in here. The Chief is in the chat. Yes, double tap that screen. I'd appreciate it, folks. All right. I use the Skull Shaver Pitbull Gold series with the Forte blades. Awesome. Awesome, man. It's so good to see that you are another balded guy, Corey. Right? I use the Pitbull Gold. It's okay. Hey, listen, Bearded Chief, I got to tell you, I love your honesty. I do. I do. I've always loved your honesty. I do. So I've never had any problems with Skull Shaver. I have, heck, I've got the Palm Shaver, which is the first head shaver from Skull Shaver. I've got the silver, gold, platinum. I did not pay for the diamond because I'm not gonna. I mean, I try. I'm a very frugal type of person, um, and I gotta be with all my kids and my wife. Um, I hustle. Don't lie. I'm not gonna lie. I hustle. I have to hustle. I have to hustle to pay the bills. But I'm telling you guys, um, Skull Shaver has always been good. It's not my go-to though. It's not. It's not one that I sit around and say, I'm going to go back to that Skull Shaver. I have used it quite a bit, but I have my favorites that I always go around. Of course, I'm a little bit different than you guys. You guys, beard care stuff is like your your niche, right? And it's a niche of mine too. But I have also head shaving stuff and beard, head shaving and skincare. So I talk about that aspect too. And you would obviously think that somebody like myself would have a lot of head shavers, and I do. I've got a ton of head shavers. But what kind of reviewer and what kind of creator would I be if I didn't have them to compare and to be honest and tell you what my thoughts are? Because if I just told you, well, Skull Shaver is the best they have out there, and that's the only thing I've tried, well, then I wouldn't be a very honest person to you guys, right? Have you tried the Cave Paul's oils and butters? It's one of my top. I haven't. I have not. Is that something that you go on their website and buy, or is it something on Amazon or something? Because I have you guys in the chat, Beard Chief, Corey, Frankie, any of you guys, have you guys ever heard of them? Okay, so you have. Okay, Bearded Chief, there you go. Now I'm gonna tell you guys, I've learned a lot of stuff, companies from Bearded Chief. I've watched his stuff, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna check that stuff out. I'm gonna check that stuff out. You know, and so he's reviewed a lot of stuff. It's a website, and he's got an app. Okay, I'm gonna write that down, and I'm gonna check it out myself because I'm always about checking stuff out. People ask, and I check it out. You know, I mean, there's a lot of companies that I don't hear a whole lot about. There's a lot of companies I hear a lot about. Beard Octane, you hear through Dancy. He's got a lot of videos on him and stuff. So I try to go after a lot of guys that I don't hear about. And there's nothing against the big companies, like these bigger companies most people like. I like checking them out at least once, at least checking them out and see what they're all about. Um, but uh, but I like to really shine the spotlight on small batch guys. Plum, wheat, vanilla, and amber. Okay, his underworld scent is that good, huh? Hmm, interesting. I'll have to check it out. And when I get over there, I'll probably look at it and go, you know what? I have heard of them before. I want to see their stuff. I would love for you to review that one. The Underworld. Okay. All right, man. I'll do it. I'll do it, man. So if you guys come in and you haven't, could you please double tap the screen? I'd appreciate that. All you awesome people out there that have a bunch of love in their heart for the you know the common man. Just got Wicked Wednesday Easter sent Cervantes. Which one did you get from Cervantes? I'm just curious. Jesse, he's a cool dude. I've never tried out Wicked Wednesday soap company. I did see the Bearded Respect. I did see. I think I've seen a video from you, Bearded Chief, on her stuff. I'm just curious what some really really good scents that she has. So I was interested in Elegant Sasquatch and never tried their stuff out. And I actually had a friend, Brad Glaser, send me a whole like haul of stuff, and I'm down for if anybody ever wants to swap up and stuff. I've got a lot of them, and I'm down for that. But he sent me this one, Elegant Sasquatch, and this one is the out your which one was this? The Gentleman. It was pretty good, pretty good. Agent Orange, I absolutely love. Okay, good Wednesday. Chris has sunflower that feels amazing in my beard. Can you show your hat collection? No. Let me see here. They, these aren't all my hats, okay? These are just the ones I have hung up. I'm running out of room here, obviously. I can't really, I got so much stuff on the walls here. It's hard for me to, obviously, I am a musician, but there's a lot of stuff on my walls, but I just could only put that many up for now. And so um, a lot of these are ones that I use all the time. So I'm always like um, rotating them out. Obviously, I just got this one the other day. Bam! Chattanooga Beard Co. And Tom and I have a lot in common. Very surprised, honestly, how much we have in common. It's almost scary. Such a great guy. And I love his products. I think they sound great. I think they smell great. I love um, one of the ones that he has. Church, church. Oh, which one is that one? Church Warden. Amazing. I love pipe tobacco scents, and so he's got a really really good one. Is that Bay Area Hot? That is right there. That's defined. That's Beard Care, Beard Care Club, Mikey's Beard Co. Artist Man. Sorry, Artist Man. Right underneath that one is Go Bearded. This one is Coon Products, which Chris Grimm's amazing dude. Another Artist Man. This one is a Stash Salt. And another Coon product. That is Kingsman Premium and Mad Viking, Blue Collar Beardsman, and Volt Grooming. And yeah, so if you don't mind, shout out Monday Night Mayhem. Yes, Monday Night Mayhem. They are highlighting active duty service members starting today as a weekly thing. Okay, so starting Monday, and it's starting today. They're going to be doing this, but they're going to be doing on the Monday Night Mayhem. If you've never checked out the Monday Night Mayhem, you got to go over there check it out. You could just type in Monday Night Mayhem, Mayhem, and you'll be able to check them out. All right, and yeah, I have no problem shouting you out, brother. Um, that's what we're here for. No bearded death hat. I do have a bearded death hat. It's actually upstairs. I just got it the other day, and it has not made its way down here yet. In fact, it may be here somewhere. I just haven't hung it up yet. But yes, I do have the camo bearded death hat for sure. Um, so, anyways, well, guys, I'm going to get off here. I've been on here for way too long. I wasn't going to be on here that long. I still got to do my members chat and probably only going to be on there for about 10 minutes because I got a lot to do. And I should have been on there for like an hour and here on 20 minutes. But that's what happens when you lose track of time, right? But who's counting, right? You know, when you got such cool, awesome people on the chat. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you all for stopping by, as always. Take care, Chad, and the rest of you brothers. Good to see you, Antonio. Hey, by the way, Beard Chief, let me tell you something before you get off here. I've got, and you're going to probably hear about this on Trace Amigos, because you got Dan coming, right? Very soon. I think it's, what is it, the 8th? Somewhere around there in May. Me and Dan are working on a collab together. And we're gonna be releasing it the Monday night before your guys' show. It's going to be a release party, and it's a collab with me and Dan. And I'm telling you, dude, I'm not kidding, man. You're gonna love this one. You are gonna love this because I can't really go into details right now because I don't know if Dan really wants me to, and I'm going to respect that because I haven't talked to him. But I will say this: he's going to send me over some artwork for this in the next couple of days, and I'm going to put it on a thumbnail and on the Styled and Dialed show. On, I believe it's not it's the first that's the first Tuesday in what is it, May? Yeah, in May. First Tuesday in May, we're going to be releasing this, but this is a scent that a lot of people love and are going to fall in love with. I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you. So make sure you check it out. And so appreciate you all. Jesus loves me, and hope you're doing good in life. You too, buddy. Thanks, guys. Take care. We'll see you later. Have a great day. God bless.